Today, I am going to show you how to deceive your opponents in FIFA 23. So guys, this is a game from my stream where I am playing a top 200 player and I will be showing you how I deceived him and fooled him and scored some amazing goals. Today we are going to master the art of deception that is going to take you places when it comes to FIFA. Now pay close attention to this build up, right? How we are using the fundamentals of football, that is passing the ball in the direction we are facing, right? Always facing the direction we are gonna pass the ball into. We are looking at the radar. See, I am doing ball rolls just to have a perfect angle. With Ramos, I'm going to go for the Trivella switch. Why? If you can look at the radar, my left back is free. With my left back, I will tell Valverde to run. Just look at the goal and then I will break it down. This goal will look very simple to you guys, but it's not very simple, right? Now, how did I deceive him? Look at my reaction. If you also want to be coached by me, then check the link in the description for more details. See, basics, using basics, switch the play, get the ball into the left back. Now, I look up. I see that his defense is perfectly aligned. I'm playing a 4-2-3-1, he's playing a 4-2-2-2, right? His defense is completely aligned, perfectly aligned. How can I score this goal, right? And I cannot even exploit the space in front of me. You have to evaluate your options. This is when evaluating your options comes in. I see I have Pogba over here who is free, and I have Ginola over here who is free as well, right? And also I have this Valverde who is free in the purple. Then I think to myself, how can I get him to open his defense? A good player will always track your runners, right? Either he will be forced to press up or track your runners. I always tell people to put the opponents in uncomfortable scenarios, right? Now see, Valverde is making a run. Because Valverde is making a run, look at his Lucio. He goes back to track Valverde. I made him think he's second man pressing with Jairzinho while also tracking Valverde. Because if he doesn't track Valverde, I will just whip the ball in. He knows I will whip the ball in and I might score this goal. So instead, I knew in my mind that doing this, he will follow. He will most likely follow Valverde. If he doesn't follow him, I will just whip the ball in, right? He ends up following him. Because he ends up following him, what happens? I have this passing lane free. Now I have to quickly get the ball into Ginola. How will I do that? By using an R1 X pass, right? Look, pass the ball into Ginola. With Ginola, I will run straight and I triggered Valverde to run and Valverde finishes this goal. I made the opponent think I'm going to whip the ball in for the cross, but in my mind, I knew I was going for a tap in. This is all about deceiving your opponent. And how can you achieve this? By doing these two things. Always look up and evaluate your options. If you cannot evaluate your options, you will always play between two players. I coach a lot of players and they make this mistake, right? They only see one or two players and they try to play in between them. But remember, you have 10 players on the pitch bar the goalkeeper, so you have to use all those 10 players. Second, you can always look at the radar before making a decision. That will allow you to evaluate your options and then go for this deception trick. Now look guys, similarly, like the first goal, I see that my left back is free. What will I do? I will go with the Trivella switch once again. And once again, I will tell the player to run. And what will happen? He will once again end up tracking the runner, ends up leaving my Griezmann free. Because he tracks the runner, my Griezmann is now free. He is my cam, he is free. Again, I am putting this guy in uncomfortable positions. He has to make a decision. If he does not make this decision, guys, I will just whip the ball into Valverde, end up scoring an easy goal. So he has to make this decision, right guys? Because he made this decision of following Valverde, Griezmann is free. Because Griezmann is free, I'm not gonna panic. With Mbappe, I do a McGiddy cancel. Why? Just because I can go in the wing. Then I left stick dribble upwards. See, here I will give you a dribbling tip. We do not want to dribble in order to beat players. We want to do it to find the space, exploit the space. I have been saying this since years and years, right? So I will bait Mendy into coming inside. See, because I turned upwards, he thought that I am going to recycle the ball back to Hakimi. Once again, deception. But in my mind, I knew that I want to bait him so I can exploit this space over here. Why? Because byline is overpowered in FIFA 23. So you need to have the knowledge of the game. I have this knowledge that byline is overpowered. I bait him into coming near me. Once he comes near, I go with the step over speed boost, pass inside, goal. We scored this goal out of nothing just by triggering a simple run and using left stick dribbling combined with the step over speed boost, right? You have to use these things, guys. Otherwise, you will not be able to improve as a FIFA player, because if you just play in certain patterns and you just want to pass forward without thought, without purpose, you will not be able to score goals. Whenever you are passing the ball, you need to have purpose behind it. You need to have a thought behind it. Only then will you be able to score such goals. Talking about purpose and thought, I see this is a counter attack from the corner kick. See, I tell Ginola to run, I wait, the moment he's on the last man, L1 triangle pass, let go of the sprint button, look at the goalkeeper's positioning, go for the easy goal, guys. Now that we have learned deception and how we can fool our opponents to create goal scoring opportunities, we need to learn the meta, so click here.